我之前也是有跟大家解释过，为什么我会先看这个美国数据。你要了解说就是说美国市场现在是最大的市场，如果美国市场有什么差错，或者是有什么问题的话，它其实会影响其他各国的市场哦。你们赞同吗？所以如果赞同的话，你们就 type yes 啊，好不好？So basically, I always look at the US data first, and then followed by Hong Kong market, and then followed by Singapore market. Okay, so if you look at the current situation in the US stock market, all right, or US economy, US currently have a very strong employment. Okay, because why? Because after pandemic, okay, some traditional business are picking up very, very quickly. Like for example, retail industry, airline industry, okay, and then tourism industry has been picking up, very, very quickly. And because of this sector, the company basically continue to hire a lot of people for the tourism sector, airline sector, as well as the retail sector. So because of this one, the employment is very, very strong. And as of now, in US, the consumption is very high as well. Reason is because that the import is actually bigger than the export. So that means the US people, okay, they have they buy a lot of things, okay, because the employment is strong, okay, so that's why they have money to buy things. And then because of that, they push up the, because of that reason, the goods and the services fee has been pushing up, and therefore the inflation in the US becomes so stubborn, especially in the February, okay. And then ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine is still have no outcome. So that's why you can see that the energy sector still remain there, okay, because of the conflict. And because of this, strong reason, okay, the Federal Reserve already hints that he is going to increase the rate higher than expected. So everyone know that, okay? 所以很多人就知道这些就是说通胀啊，或者是这个加息其实不是一个新的东西，每个人都知道了哦。所以当每个人都知道这个东西的话，你觉得股票会上还是会下哦？通常如果你是就是说以逻辑性来想这个东西的话，其实这个东西是不好啦对股市的话。所以如果是散户的话，他觉得股票就会下跌。可是你要了解说，其实如果我们用我们的逻辑来判断股市是否会上会下的话，其实是个很大的错误。为什么呢？因为股市不会听从你的建议。So what I mean is that, okay, when we look at these bad news, right, basically, if we base on the logic of thinking, it actually will have the impact to the stock market. But however, the stock market will not listen to our opinion. So they don't care about the opinion, all right? So maybe, okay, the bad news has been factored in, maybe, all right? Or everyone already know the bad news, okay? They already expect that the inflation is going to be stubborn. They also expect that the interest rate is going to be increased, all right? 所以有可能这个坏消息已经被这个市场消耗掉有可能了So that's why 你可以看到股市，尤其是美国股市方面其实它也没有什么大跌，所以就是这个原因，有可能它被消化掉了。So if you look at the US, okay, economic, all right. So like what I mentioned, okay, the economic data, okay, does not equal to stock market, all right. So what does that mean is that 就是说经济数据并不代表这个美国股票的趋势。So that is based on the fact, right? And if you look at the US import, is basically greater, okay, than the export. All right, so what does that mean? That means the higher consumptions, that means consumer are buying a lot of the goods. So that's why, okay, they import a lot of things. And when they import a lot of things, okay, what does that mean? That means it will cause the high inflations to become stubborn, and therefore it is expected the interest rate will be increased higher than expected. And if you look at the Morgan Stanley news and the earning, okay, especially the mid cap and the small cap earning, right, okay, is actually, you know, is the worst in 3 decades, right? So they mentions that, okay, S&P 500 operating cash flow, okay, trail profit by most on the record, and then almost third of the small cap 3,000 firms struggle to make money, okay, which is true, okay. A lot of the growth stock, they are not making good profit, all right. So this is actually a bad news, okay, quite a bad news. But however, you notice that why the US stock market is still, you know, going up recently, especially since November, all right, because of this bad news, the market is still going up, okay. So you might want to think that probably everyone already know the bad news, okay, last year, the bad earning, everyone already know, high inflation, everyone already know, and high interest rate, everyone already know, okay. Not just that you know, everyone in the world already know. So when everyone already know, that means it's not the bad news anymore. All right. So when this is not the bad news, okay, what will happen? What will happen? All right. So human being psychology is like that. So if everyone already know it's not a bad news, so it's become a what? It's become a good news. So that's why people keep buying. 所以很多人就是说想法说，这些都是不好的消息。所以当你知道这个是不好的消息的话，其实全世界的人都知道这个是不好的消息。当全世界的人都知道这个不好的消息的话，你个人认为的话，还是不好的消息吗？所以通常 ，OK， if everyone know that this is you know, it's not a bad news, then it become a good news anymore. So that's why people keep buying. Okay, and you can see that a lot of the stock that was hammered down last year, they begin to picking up. And why US stock market keep going up and major indices break above the 200-day moving average? So if you look at S&P 500, okay, Nasdaq, okay, they actually break through 200-day moving average. All right. So why the stock market keep moving up? Okay. So like what I mentioned, probably is because, you know, market already factor in the bad news. Maybe, right? Maybe. Okay. All right. Probably. And then another thing is that the tech stock is attractive, okay, because 2022 the tech stock was the best performing sector, was the worst performing sector. Okay, tech stock is attractive now. Okay, so in 2022 tech stock is the worst. All right, WORST, okay, is the worst in 2022. Okay, so when it comes to 2023, okay, it become attractive. All right, so when attractive, people are buying. Okay, so when attractive, people are buying. So that's why the S&P 500, Nasdaq all went up. Okay, all went up. So if you look at this sector, 所以这个是板块的趋势。So if you look at the sector, right, last year, okay, last year, okay, technology sector was the worst sector, And then the communication services sector was the worst sector as well. Okay, communication sectors like Meta stock, okay, or Facebook, okay, Google, all right, was the worst sector last year. Okay, technology sector like, for example, Tesla, NVDA was the worst sector last year. But when things go cheap, okay, when things go cheap, then people are buying. So that's why they are performing in 2023. 所以当这个板块被就是说被打压过后去年被打压过后，它的价格是非常合理非常便宜，所以导致今年的话就很多人去买它。所以当很多人去买它的话，你可以看到这些板块，科技板块还有 communication services 板块 ，OK also increase. So what is decrease? Okay, what is decrease? Okay, basically energy is decreasing. All right. So 去年的话 energy sector 是 the best sector 去年 2022. All right, was the best sector. But 2023, okay, go down. 2022 go up. So these so 科技板块的话 okay, 2022 go down, okay, then 2023 go up. 所以你可以看到原因就是很简单，我们华人讲风水轮流转当你在 energy 板块赚够钱的时候 ，OK， 它的这个资金流动有就是说有这个大户基金管理的话，他们也是会卖掉 ，OK，take profit 套利了过后，有了这些盈利的话，当然他们就会去买这些比较便宜的板块，所以这些都是非常逻辑的 ，right？ So if you look at the what we call that sector, okay, is basically purely a sector rotations, okay, from one sector to another sector. So if a particular sector is very expensive, all right, so it's a very natural for the what we call that the fund manager to take some profit from the energy sector. And then after taking some profit, all right, where are they going to put the money? Obviously, they are not going to put the money in the bank, right? So they're going to buy the worst performing sector, okay, which is the technology sector as well as the communication services sector. They buy at the cheap price, okay, during that time in November, okay, and then the worst sector become the best performing sector this year. So it's a so-called market rotations, all right? In Chinese, we call it 风水轮流转 right? 你明白吗? Okay, so once you capture the right what we call that concept, then you should be making good money all right? Because you know, buying stock is not just about technical analysis, it's not just about reading the the reports. You have to know where the money is flowing to, okay, in order for you to make the right decision. Can? 所以当这个风水轮流转的时候，你做到它的趋势的话，你就能够调动你的资金去正确的板块。所以如果你会这个concept 的话，你就会赚大钱。如果你不会这个 concept 的话，你一直留住一个同样的板块的股票，当然你也是会亏掉All right, so this is a market rotation. And if you still remember last year I talked about midterm elections, okay, 你还记得吗？去年我跟大家分享就是说美国midterm elections. So I also show you this chart, okay? The midterm election was in November, if you still remember. All right, I hope you still remember because I noticed some of the people making some good money, okay, but then he never tell me lah, okay, when you make money, normally when people make money, right, they keep quiet, but when they are losing money, right, they will blame people lah, so that's the fact in this industry. 所以那时候你还记得那时候11月份我就跟大家分享说，美国就是说有这个 midterm election， 而且在还没有举行这个 midterm election 的时候2022年的市场波动会很大尤其是在这个5月份开始到这个10月份。So we can notice that October was bottom. All right, and then November was the midterm election. So after election, what happened? After midterm election, the stock market continued to went up, especially the S&P 500. All right, so that's why I say, right, I keep encourage you to come back every week, okay? Because stock market is dynamic. Things will change very fast, okay? It's not just about 1 month or 2 months, that kind of thing. Every day they keep changing. So, and when you come back every week, okay, it does make sense for you. I can at least share with you what is happening in the stock market, okay? So in average, all right? So in average, okay, after the midterm elections, okay, usually the US market will recover, and which is true, the US market recover, all right? So that's why you can see some of the popular stock like Tesla, NVDA, okay, Meta keep going up, okay, keep going up. So that is because of the one of the reason is because of the midterm election. Based on the historical data, usually after the midterm elections, okay, if you look at the data, okay, if you look at the data from 1962 until 2022, okay, if you look at the midterm election, usually S&P 500 will perform better after the midterm election. So this is purely based on the historical data. 所以你可以看到我们也是有看一些数据来做出我们的决定，然后我们的策略也是有包含了这个technical analysis. So you can see that if you can combine a little bit with the fact of the data and then together with your strategy, it will actually give you some confidence to buy or sell, all right? So if you are purely based on the technical analysis, all right, then it might be subjective, all right? So if you can see how I do things, all right, so I usually combine with some knowledge, okay, and then of course this knowledge is not you can learn from one day, okay, it's basically accumulated through the experience. So that's why many of the students actually learn, okay, how the combination with the data and the market rotation followed by price action will help them to increase their quality of the portfolio and the stock selections. So in average, okay, you can see that after the midterm election, usually the S&P 500 will enter positive territory. Okay, so basically, if you ask me, all right, for 2023 suggestion, okay, ignore the bad news. There are so many bad news. 所以2023年我的就是说我的期望就是说不要看太多的这个news 啦尤其是这个打仗的 news 美国跟中国的这个 trade war 啦 OK 还有这个很多 bad news, right? So don't always look at the bad news, okay? Ignore the bad news, okay? Because when you always read the bad news, it will affect your decision. 所以如果你看太多的 news 的话，我可以跟你说你就不用去买股票了，因为你会很害怕。So if you read too much of the news, okay, you become so worried. Okay, when you are so worried, then you will not take action to buy any stock. So when you don't take action to buy any stock, then you miss out the opportunity already. So the best solution for you, all right, I always mention, always use the price action, or we call it PA. And then look at the chart, okay, to make the decision, okay? Because why? All right, if you look at the fundamental analysis, okay, it will help you to choose the good company, Okay, if you look at the technical analysis of price action, it will help you to identify when to buy and when to sell. Agree or not? Okay, if you agree, please type yes. Okay, please type yes. So at least I know that you are following what I'm talking about. Okay, so the price action basically, is derived from the human psychology behavior. Okay, human psychology behavior. Okay， 所以当我们看这个图表的话，其实图表其实是真正买跟卖的数据。So when we look at the stock chart, right, it's a real data. Okay, why must you go and read the fake news? Okay, why don't you look at the real data? Okay, the stock chart is a real data. Agree or not? 你们都知道了是吗？ So a lot of people, I think most of you already know, when you look at the chart, it's a real data. Okay, all right, the candlestick show you have 4 information: high price, low price, opening price, and closing price. All are these new real data. So why must you still read the news? So don't read the news. Look at the real data to make your own decision. But however, for some people, all right, they need to what? They need to have some experience and knowledge lah. So that's why you need to look at a lot of chart. Okay, to look at a lot of chart before you are buying the stock or selling the stock. So in 2023 suggestion, okay, based on the major indices, okay, like for example S&P 500, Dow Jones, okay, Nasdaq, okay, Hang Seng Index, all right, most of these major indices have breakthrough 200-day moving average. So currently is considered bullish signal. Okay, bullish signal. So 到目前为止其实如果你看这些美国的数据还有这个indices, okay, 其实他们是 breakthrough 200-day moving average 200天平均线，所以它 breakthrough 200天平均线的话，意思是说是一个 bullish signal But like what I mentioned, anything can change. Okay, why? Because stock market is dynamic. So as of now, what I mean as of now, okay, most major indices have breakthrough 200-day moving average, but anything can change. So that's why you need to look at the chart, okay, to make decision. So always be careful, okay, always be prepared. 所以当我跟你说，这个数据尤其是这个 indices 突破这个200天的平均线的话，当然股市是会变的会更改的，因为为什么呢？因为它是由人类所造成的，所以当人类的如果他们收到不好的消息的话，他们会做出卖出的讯号。So always be prepared. 要谨慎了always be prepared, always 谨慎。Okay, my suggestion to you is that always ignore the news, always look at the price action. All right, and look at the chart to make your buying decision and selling decision. So in 2023, buy in dip. Okay, buy in dip 的意思是说，当一个好的公司它有上的话 ，OK， 你要买的话，你就买它回调的时候你买。All right, don't buy at a high price. Okay, don't buy at a high price. 很多人当股票一上的时候，他就一蜂窝的跟进去，然后过后他就跌。All right, so a lot of people, okay, only buy when the price already shoot up. So when the price already shoot up, okay, you went in and buy, you go in and buy, that's when the stock price will come down. So a lot of people, they buy high, sell low, buy high, sell low, okay? So always remember, look at the chart, okay, to identify the entry point and the exit point, okay? And always buy the good company, okay? Always buy the good company. Unless you are very professional, you can look for a growth stock. Okay, growth stock that is not profitable, but you must know how to use the price action, the trade plan that I teach you. Okay, to buy and to sell. Okay, this is very important. And then participate in the bull market. Okay, I expect 2023 should be bull market, although there are a lot of bad news. Okay, maybe the bad news already factor in. 有可能这个坏消息已经被消耗掉了 所以我的意思是说 participate in the bull market. Why? Because if you don't participate in the bull market, what happens is that if you see your friend make good money, you feel that, okay, you miss out the opportunity, fear of missing out, okay, fear of missing out, okay. When you have fear of missing out, okay, you will always chase the market, okay. When you chase the market, you buy at a high price, that is when the stock market will sell down, okay. 所以我的意思是说，就是说要参与啦，如果你没有参与的话，你看到你的朋友一直赚钱的话 ，OK， 你感觉好像你错过了机会。当你感觉错过了机会的话，你的思想就会去乱买一只股票。当你乱买一只股票的话，它就会开始下跌。All right, so this is all what we call that the problem and a suggestion that you have to be aware 了所以我希望说你可以学到一些东西，然后接下来的话我们就看这个index performance. Okay, we take a look the index performance. Okay, so index performance 的话，我们先看这个美元对这个黄金 ，right？ 所以美元对黄金的话，所以你可以看到美元继续的涨幅 ，right？ 美元继续的涨幅，原因就是inflations probably will be going up in February data, and the interest rate very obvious. The Federal Reserve is going to increase the 50 bp interest rate, right? So that's why you can see the US dollar keep going up. So when the US dollar keep going up, all right, the gold price will be selling down. Okay, so US dollar and gold price actually move in the opposite direction. Okay, so as of now, gold price is still selling down, and US dollar is going up, and maybe the resistance of gold price will be at $106. So this is a 200-day moving average. Okay, so we'll see how it perform. All right, we'll see how it perform. And next, what we are going to see is the what we call that Straits Time Index. Okay, Straits Time Index. All right, so Straits Time Index 海指的话，其实海指已经跌幅了差不多1个月差不多1个月 all right, so if you look at STI index, it has been went down for almost 1 month already. All right, some people asking why Singapore company making good earning, especially the SIA having a very good earning, and Singapore Bank also having a very good earning. Why the stock price is still going down? Okay, why the stock price still going down? So like what I mentioned, buy before the news and sell after the news. Okay, it's like, for example, a lot of people already know that Singapore Bank is going to have a very good earning. A lot of people also know that SIA is going to have a very good earning. Not only you know, 全部的人都知道了新加坡银行肯定会赚大钱，新行肯定会赚大钱，全世界的人都知道，不只是你知道。所以当全部人知道的话，其实不是一个好消息，有可能是一个坏消息。就是说，当这个数据或者是这个earning 一出来这些大户开始卖出他们已经知道说，有可能 profit taking 是非常重要。为什么呢？如果他没有 profit taking 的话，他没有卖出的话，你也是会卖出如果等你卖出，不然他先卖出，所以你可以看到市场是开放的，所以你没有卖出，他先卖出 ，OK， 所以他就赚一笔。So we can see that stock market is an open market, all right? So when everyone know that this is a good news, it's become it's not a good news anymore. So when the news or the earning came out, all right, then the big player, the institution begin to sell away to take profit. If they don't sell, you will sell. So they have to quickly sell before you are selling. All right. So that is that is the situation. Okay, so that's why I say we cannot purely rely on our opinion or logic to make a decision. Okay, because the market will not listen to you. Okay, because the stock market is the open market. Everyone can buy and sell. Okay, so everyone also want to make money in the stock market, so they will not listen to your opinion. So that's why you have to be careful, and you have to be knowledgeable. Okay, you have to be knowledgeable. All right, so if you look at the S&P 500 right now, currently the S&P 500 is actually near the support level. So if you look at the S&P 500 is considered near the support level. All right, so孩子的话其实是在这个超卖区超卖区，所以意思是说有可能是一个买入的讯号有可能是一个买入的讯号了但是我们还不确定是否它会继续下跌我们不知道，如果它继续下跌，突破这个200天的平均线的话，有可能它的跌幅会到这个有可能会到这个31703170 all right， 或者是到这边3080所以有可能 all right， 所以是很有可能的。所以我的意思是说如果你们是有买新加坡股票的话，其实你们可以做一些准备了随时都会反弹孩子随时都会反弹，因为它继续下跌了差不多1个月下跌了差不多1个月，所以你们要做一些准备了有可能是买入的时机有可能会到anything can happen in the stock market. All right, so just be prepared. I think anytime will rebound. Okay, especially the blue chip, especially the bank. Okay, SIA also maybe they will have a rebound in any time soon. All right, so the current station of S&P 500 now is near support level. So if the price can stay above this support level, I think got chance. If they break through, then the next support level will be 3170 okay, or 3175. So okay, ma. And then we look at the S&P 500. Okay, S&P 500 as of now, if you can see that the S&P 500 already break through 200-day moving average, and then recently the pullback also give us an opportunity to buy in. All right, so we can see that the support level is quite strong. Okay, and you can see that also the S&P 500 has been moved in the ascending directions. All right, they move in the ascending directions. Okay, previously was lower low. All right, then when the first pullback, it become lower high, and then followed by recent pullback, also lower high. So what does that mean? That means the investor, okay, willing to fork out higher, what we call that, willing to fork out cash to buy at a higher price, okay, because the pullback no longer break through the previous lower low. All right, so this is a positive sign. 所以这个是一个亮点来的你可以看到它是一个小型的上升趋势，原因就是说很多买家已经开始进场，然后他们也是没有什么大量的卖出，因为回调的时候它还是支撑在这个 support level. All right, so when they pull back, okay, they always supported. Okay, they pull back, always supported, okay, by the new investor coming in to buy. Okay, so this is a positive sign. Okay, when you look at the chart, right, it means that human psychology behavior, the investor keep coming in to buy the US stock. All right, and then you compare with the news. How come the news, the news are all bad news? Okay, but why the stock market keep going up? So then already, okay, probably you know, the market already factor in the bad news. Everyone know that the company, you know, everyone know that the inflation is going to be stubborn. Everyone also know that the interest rate is going to be increased, right? So when everyone know the bad news, it become a good news for a stock market. It's always like that. Okay, so this is S&P 500, you know, quite positive. And then we take a look Nasdaq, okay, or Nasdaq component. All right, so when we look at the Nasdaq component, so Nasdaq component also pull back recently and then touches the 200-day moving average, and also recently rebound. So this few days also pull back, okay, but the key point is that they are still staying above the 200-day moving average. So as long as the Nasdaq, okay, stay above 200-day moving average, we can consider Nasdaq component is still considered as a bullish signal, unless the price break below the 200-day moving average. 所以如果你看这个指数纳斯达克指数的话，它已经突破这个200天的平均线 ，OK， 最近它也是有回调，而且这几天也是有回调一些，但是重点是它还在这个200天平均线的上面，所以一旦它是在200天的平均线上面呢，还是 consider bullish 的，除非它跌破这个200天平均线的话 then 我们就要谨慎要小心。All right, so as of now, everything look quite positive. All right, so you know, I think you know, buyer may be coming in, okay, to push up the price higher, unless okay things change if the price break below the 200-day moving average. But as of now, it's quite positive. Okay, as of now, it's quite positive. So we take a look Hang Seng. All right, so Hang Seng, okay, previously or last week, the price actually went up a lot. Okay, the price was pushed up and then they came down again. All right, but the key point is that Hang Seng Index still stay above the 200-day moving average. Okay, so it's quite positive sign. Okay, it can be considered, you know, buyer may be coming in to buy near the support level. So like what I mentioned, the support level could be at 20,000 point or 19,600. 所以我个人认为的话，恒生指数的话最近的大跌是一个机会买进所以 last week 的话它也是有反弹，可是它继续的回调，但是重点来了重点就是说它的恒生指数还是在200天平均线的上面，所以有可能是一个进场的机会有可能是一个进场的机会，所以但是你也是要小心如果它有跌破这个200天平均线的话有可能你就要谨慎或者是小心一点好不好？ So this is the what we call that STI index performance, and then what we call that STI index performance is actually near the support level, of 200-day moving average. All right, and then S&P 500, okay, also near support level, and Nasdaq also near support level. All right, Hong Kong also near support level. So if you look at the stock chart, right, the major indices is actually near the support level. So I think probably, okay, is an opportunity to accumulate some good company. So I say probably means that, you know, got high chance, but anything can change in case market turn against us. All right, always set support level. Okay, always set support level. So what does that mean? When we look at the index, it actually gives us some, okay, buy signal. It gives us actually buy signal, but anything can change. Always set stop loss depending on your strategy. All right, nothing is 100%. 可以吗？ So this is the conclusions for the index, major index, right? So next thing, okay, let me do some promotion for the mastering price actions. So currently the mastering price actions still under subsidy, heavy subsidy, up to 70% subsidy from IBF, all right? So that's why I want to thank the student who give me a very good testimony, because they know that this is a quality workshop, okay? Although you no need to pay 100% because due to the heavy subsidy, but I still encourage you, all right, to recommend your friend and family member whom you think that can help them to improve their portfolio. Why not? Okay, so I hope that you can share this good news with them. And beside that, let me share with you the Singapore bank comparison. So some of the question that some of you may ask is that, or some of the people ask me is that, which bank to buy? So this is a common question that most of the people ask, okay, which bank to buy? Because 3 Singapore bank is very good bank, okay? And they cannot differentiate which bank to buy. They like 3 of them, okay? Which bank to buy? My what we call that, my answer to you is that if you can buy all the 3 banks, okay, if you can buy all the 3 banks. But if you were ask me to choose, okay, based on the data, obviously DBS will be the better one in terms of the growth, right? In terms of the net profit, okay, in terms of the dividend, okay. 所以3家银行都非常的出色哦。如果你问我的话，当然，如果你有能力的话，3家银行都可以买了哦。所以这家3家银行的话，当然你也是要看图表了哦。因为这些3家银行最近它也是有 pullback， 其实也是可以买进的机会。但是如果有比较大型的 pullback 的话，也是最好了。比如说在2020年。那时候 pandemic 的时候，如果你有进场的话，那个是最好的时机哦，不然的话，你就要等另外一个10年了。当然如果你有些钱的话，其实也不需要等到10年，你可以等这个股票回调的时候，你可以慢慢进场。Alright, so this is just a Singapore comparison, and then recently the institution buy for Singapore stock. Buy in, okay, for 20 February. So if you look at the institution buying in, the stock are UOB, Genting, CapitaLand, and then Yangzijiang. So these are the, what we call that, top quality stock, okay? And then some of the stock, they are keep moving up, like Genting, Yangzijiang, okay? They perform quite well. And then recently we have a Kappa DC also begin to pick up, okay? But Wilmar stagnant, okay? Wilmar is still stagnant, all right? So these are some of the data for your information. It does not mean buy or sell, what we call that signal. 所以最近的话，就是在2月20号的话，这些都是大户有买进的股票了哈。尤其是银行 UOB、云顶。还有这个扬子江的话，有大户在买进，所以这个数据的话，其实并不代表是一个买入的讯号，就或者是卖出的讯号，只是给你一个讯息而已 ，OK， 只是给参考而已了哦，好不好 ？Alright, then the what we call that, the watch list that I have, okay, obviously, Sembcorp Industry, still the best performing stock, and then followed by Genting Singapore, DaRenTang, Delphi.Food Empire and Yangzijiang, all right. So 最近的话有没有看银行的股票 bank? Okay, how is that bank performance? And then SIA, how is it? 最近的话你们有看银行的股票吗？还有这个新航有没有在看？所以如果是看我的 watch list 的话，这几只股票的话，我每一次都有在分享。如果你们赚钱的话 ，OK， 你 type yes 有赚钱让我知道一下，给我一个动力了好不好？每一次我在讲所以你给我一个动力的话，每一次我会做就是说我每一次会更努力的做更好了所以你的鼓励就是一个我的推动力。So your what we call it, your feedback is my what we call that encouragement. So if you give me a very good feedback, then obviously I will work harder, okay, to share with you, you know, the stock market update, the stock watch list every week, okay, without fail. You can see that every week, okay, I share with everyone about stock market, okay, without fail. So we take a look the stock, okay, Sembcorp Industry， 所以我们可以看这个股票哈。Sembcorp Industry 的话，如果你有赚到钱 ，OK， 你 type yes 好不好 ？type yes，OK。因为 Sembcorp Industry 我每一次都有跟大家分享哦，这个是最赚钱的股票 ，All right， 所以这个是最赚钱的股票 ，OK。所以我们先看最近啊，当然如果股票跌最多是越好啦，所以它会有给我们买进的机会，尤其是好股。So what I mean is that if a quality stock pull back a lot, that will be better 啦。Okay, so that we can buy at the good price. Okay, like for example, last year October, I still remember that I shared this stock when the last year October pull back. So I hope some of you make good some money. Okay, if you make good some money, please type yes. And then until recently, all right, you can see that last week, okay, I draw the box. Okay, the support level is at the $3.60, around $3.60. And then after that, the price actually rebound. Okay, so after 60 cents, the price actually rebound, and you can see that they went up around 6%. Okay, so currently they are hitting resistance. Okay, $3.80 is a resistance. Okay, so you might want to take some profit just in case you are buying for a midterm trade. OK， 所以你可以看到，其实它是一个在这个 resistance 嘛，哦，而且它的 dividend 也是在这个4月25号，所以你要注意一下，哦，好不好 ？So we just need to take note, all right? So the support level is somewhere around $3.60. $3.60 is a support level. Resistance level is around $3.83. But however, if the price can break through, they may go higher, but if not, they may pull back. 所以现在有两种说法 ，either 是它突破，或者是跌回了。跌回的话，它的 support level 是在3块6毛左右。如果突破的话，有可能它的趋势会继续的再涨。All right， 所以这个是一个非常赚钱的股票。All right， 所以是去年跟今年的明星股哦。So this is quite popular stock. Genting Singapore. Okay. So if you look at Genting Singapore, so Genting Singapore continue to go up strongly. So if you look at the candlestick, small candlestick, it means the investor keep buying. Okay. The market maker, the institution keep buying. Okay. Probably they don't want you to know. So that's why they buy slowly. All right, they buy slowly. 所以我的意思是说，如果你看这个蜡烛的话，小型的蜡烛意思是说这个庄家一直在收票庄家一直在收票意思是说他不要你知道，其实他们是在买。所以如果你看到这样的趋势，还有这样的蜡烛的话其实是一个好兆头而且他没有给你机会买进，可是它跌不多，你可以看到吗？它上，它慢慢涨。可是它跌不多，所以你每天开起来看的时候，哟，每天都上1%，每天都上1%。其实它是一个其实庄家一直在收票一直在收票所以这个是也是其实今年有可能它会表现不错其实有所以你要注意啦，引领新加坡还是有潜能。So I believe Singapore, Genting Singapore still have great potential. And if you look at the candlestick, basically the candlestick is very small. It means that the investor are accumulating this stock so that they don't want you to know lah. Okay, so I think still have a great potential. All right. So the net resistance I think probably would be somewhere around $1.09. Okay, $1.09. All right. So if they continue to break through, then the next will be $1.60. $1.16. Okay. All right. So we still have a great potential. Okay. So this is Genting Singapore, which I already talked about it since last year. So 我希望说你们也是有赚钱哦。这个是股票，我也是去年跟大家分享，就是说，pandemic 过后啦，开放过后啦，什么股票会涨？就是娱乐板块，还有这些 SIA 板块。哦，如果你有赚钱的话 ，type yes，OK，type yes，让我知道的话你有赚钱。And 接下来的话，大人堂 ，OK，DJ 大人堂。So DJ 大人堂的话，DJ 大人堂的话，其实是个 healthcare 板块，医疗板块。所以医疗板块的话，我也是有跟大家分享说，医疗板块的话，也是会表现不错。So that's why 我也是有跟大家分享这个大人堂。到目前为止来说，它的股票还是蛮强的。So if you look at the 大人堂，okay，the stock price trading in the US dollar，okay，basically the movement, okay, the trend is still pretty strong. Okay, the trend is still pretty strong. So if you look at the price, right, you can see that it's a consolidations pattern. Okay, consolidation pattern means that there are some investors are buying without you noticing. Okay, so when consolidation pattern, there are two scenarios, either breakthrough or breakdown. Okay. But if you look at the stock price, okay, most likely they will break through. Agree or not? Right? If you look at the stock price, uptrend, most likely the stock price will break through instead of break down. But anything can happen. Okay, so that's why I say when the stock price move in the consolidation pattern, they may break through or they may make down. OK， 所以如果你看这个大趋势的话，其实它是上升趋势的股票。And then 最近它是在走横盘横盘的话有两种说法 ，OK， 它会突破，也是会跌破，所以我们要特别注意了。但是如果你是看它趋势的话，有可能它是会突破有可能它会突破继续的涨 ，All right， and Food Empire。So Food Empire 的话也是继续的涨 ，right? So last week what happened? Last week you can see they move in a sideways and then they choose to break through. All right, so it's a similar pattern. So uptrend, and then sideways. Usually they will break through. Okay, most likely they will break through. Right? So when is the dividend? Dividend will be happen on 3rd May. So you just need to take note. All right. But the price is still strong. Okay, the price is still strong. So if make some money, congratulations to you. And lastly, 扬子江 right? So 扬子江也是蛮强的 okay? Right, so if you look at 扬子江 okay, I did mention that, I did mention, all right, there was a huge candlestick sell down here, all right? And this means that the investor exit the position, all right? But however, all right, however, if you look at the chart, the price keep moving up, okay? So this is a rare case. Rare case means that, okay, after big selling down, okay, the market makers exit. There are new investors coming in to push up the price further. Right, so this is pretty rare case. Okay, so 如果你看图表的话，当然是会比较好啦因为你可以发觉到买家一直进场 right? So if you look at the channel, okay, so you can see that the price is keep moving up slowly. Okay, right, so they may move in these directions until the resistance 144, right? So far it's still strong, okay, although I did mention previously the market maker or investor exit, but the price keep coming back, okay, strongly, especially when you plug in the 100-day moving average. So basically they respect the 100-day moving average for these stocks, right? 所以你看图表的话，100天平均线的话，其实他们是这个大户哦，其实是用这个100天平均线 ，right？ So we can actually rely on 100-day moving average to make your own decision. Can? So this is some of the stock. Okay, what about bank? Okay, we take a look OCBC. All right. So OCBC also supported by 100-day moving average. So it can be considered an entry point. Okay, it can be considered as an entry point. All right. 所以如果你看 OCBC 的话，它最近有回调，然后它回调到这个100天的平均线的话，其实一个进场的价位了哦。当然 anything can happen， 如果它跌破的话，你就要小心吧。到目前为止来说，它的价格还是在这个100天的平均线哦。Dividend 是在5月8号。Oh, the dividend payout or X day, dividend X day will be fall on May 8th of May. Okay, 8th of May. Just for your informations. Okay, so it's quite a nice setup, I think. All right, so it's quite a nice setup. So if you are looking for a midterm, okay, maybe this is an opportunity. 所以如果你是看中期操作的话，有可能这个是一个非常好的进入价位。All right, so this is OCBC, and then UOB. All right, so UOB, although they break through, but I think the support level will be somewhere around here. 29块18哦 29.19 29.18 is a support level based on the previous support level, right? So if you look at the stock price, right, in fact OCBC look better 了哦。所以如果你看图表的话，其实 OCBC 比较漂亮哦 ，OCBC 的图表比较漂亮哦 ，UOB 的话，它的波动会比较大一点 ，right？ 而且你可以看到，它的价格是 sloping down，okay？ So you can see that, the UOB price is actually sloping down, okay? Descending directions, all right? So if you ask me, OCBC will be better in terms of technical analysis, all right? And then DBS 的话讲 ，so DBS 的跌幅也是比较蛮多，但是如果你看它的 support level 的话，其实是在 support level, alright? So it's quite obvious that DBS also near the support level, alright? But if you look at the support level and the recent candlestick, alright, the candlestick a bit weak. Okay, so you just need to be careful if they break through. Okay, so then when's the next support level? 有可能 the next support level is 32.80 cent, right? So 为什么这个 DBS 跌这样多呢？有可能它已经上了很多 ，right? So can you see that they went up a lot? Okay, so that's why most of the investor they go into the OCBC. 所以有可能这个 DBS 的话，它涨的太快，也是涨得蛮多，所以有很多买家选择了 OCBC 啦，哦，所以有可能就是这个原因。但是如果你喜欢 DBS 的话，你也是可以考虑它的 support level 是在差不多32块8毛4，今天也是算是一个 support level， 所以我们要看明天的状况，哦，好不好 ？So this for bank, and then what about SIA 新航讲 ，right？ So 新航的话，最近也是有反弹 ，OK？ So 有可能也是一个进场的机会 ，alright？ But 今天就大幅的下跌 ，OK？ 今天就大幅的下跌。其实 today is near the support level of 15-day moving average, alright? 15-day moving average. So it can be considered a midterm entry. Okay, so $5.78. So as long as the price stay above 50-day moving average, I think I still bullish on SIA. All right, so unless they break through, then maybe the next level of the support level will be somewhere here. OK， 所以到目前为止来说，新航的话，它是在这个支撑5块7毛8。如果它有跌破这个支撑的话，有可能它的价格会下跌到下一个支撑5块5毛8。Alright, so this is a SIA. Alright, And okay, so next we take a look some US stock, right? So US stock, obviously the semiconductor perform quite well, especially the NVDA, and then followed by energy. Energy still remain there. Reason is because that the war between Ukraine and Russia still remain, so no outcome. So that's why some of the energy stock is still performing, but some of the energy stock already pull back. And consumer discretionary 必需品的话 ELF ASO ELF 的话涨得很多，如果你有赚钱的话 Type Yes OK Type Yes Technology Sector PDD Microsoft Amazon Apple 的话也是有涨幅 and followed by Green Energy 这个 FSLR OK FSLR OK 最近也是有大幅的反弹，然后这个钢铁 STLD， 然后航空BA。 所以我们先看这个NVDA right? So if you look at NVIDIA, right, NVIDIA is one of the stronger stock among the semiconductor. Okay, so he is the leader of the semiconductor. All right, so no doubt they went up a lot. Okay, so right now the price still got potential. Reasons because that the price already break through the support level, and you can see that the recent pullback okay of the index did not affect NVIDIA. 所以 NVIDIA 的话其实是一个明星股来的今年，所以你看的话它的涨幅非常大，也是非常快，而且最近美国它有回调它的指数有回调，可是 NVIDIA 它没有什么回调而且还继续的涨，所以你可以看到它跌少上多跌少上多。So it's one of the great leader of the semiconductor. Congratulations to you if you are buying. And then if you look at the energy, especially the oil company, so VITS, I did mention about this many times in last couple of weeks. And they continue to went uptrend, super uptrend. 所以也是恭喜你们啦，你们有赚这个钱的话其实我做这个研讨会，其实我们没有赚你的钱。如果你有在股票赚钱的话，恭喜你们然后你也是希望说你可以继续支持我们啦。如果你有股票这个交易股票的话你们有跟我们开的话，继续用我们的交易股票。也给我们一个推动力So what I mean is that you know the stock that I mentioned in my preview, right? Most of I think obviously okay you are making good money because the price went up a lot. So if you're making a good money, okay, I don't make money from you through this webinar. So I hope that you can use our stock trading account that you open with us from the Jurong East branch. All right, you know, continue to support us so that we can work harder for you, okay, to find more opportunity for you. Okay, does it make sense? Okay, can this be agreed? All right, so that I can work harder, okay, to continue to support you. All right, and what else? Okay, PDD 的话或者是 ELF ELF also sideways after breakout. Okay, mentioned this stock since last year. Okay, also congratulations if you make money, and I don't make money from this preview. Okay, I hope that you can use our account to trade. All right, so that you know we can okay have a win-win situation, and I can work hard for you to continue to share more stock with you. All right, and also okay, this is another consumer discretionary stock and still uptrend, continue to uptrend. I think still got great potential. All right, and you can see that you know they went up a lot, pull back, went up a lot, pull back, and then went up. All right, so consider uptrend. The price is only $60, still got great potential. Okay, and is considered a new stock since 2021, so got great potential. All right, so if you are buying US stock And then lastly, FSLR, okay. So also breakthrough uptrend. All right. So you can see that if you have attending the mastering price action workshop, I did mention about, the criteria to choose the right stock is number one, the stock must be uptrend. Okay, why uptrend? Because people are buying. We want to buy the stock that is a demand. Okay, so that we can participate. Okay, in the bull run. All right. So if you buy the downtrend stock, there are many undervalued stock. Agree or not? 很多都是下降趋势的股票。So 如果你专注这个下降趋势的股票有可能你会错失了这些比较好的股票。All right. So if you focus on, undervalued stock, right, then you may miss out the quality stocks. Okay. So although it's expensive, okay, all right, you see, although it's expensive, but the price move up higher and higher, become more expensive. So there is a saying, okay, expensive stock will become more expensive, okay, cheap stock will become cheaper stock. Agree or not? 所以我的意思是说，比较贵的股票会越来越贵了，便宜的股票会越来越便宜，Agree or not? Alright， 所以你赞同我的说法的话 ，type yes。And 这个是钢铁 ，OK， 当 inflation 很贵的时候，钢铁的股票也是会越来越贵 ，Alright， so you can see 钢铁的股票 since last year I also talk about this stock, okay, so all this is my knowledge, okay, I hope to transfer my knowledge to you, so that you can benefit as well. So that's why in the mastering price action, right, I'm trying to transfer my knowledge to you to find the right stock, okay, from a different sector. So I don't just buy one sector, I buy the different sector and I show you how I do it, okay, if you like it and then it actually worked for me, okay, so what about you? Okay, so if you still using the old technique, all right, then you may continue to lose out because stock market keep changing. And Boeing, okay, 我们看一下 Boeing 的表现怎样 BOEING. All right. So Boeing, so what happened? So uptrend, okay, pullback, and then rebound, okay. Currently, I think the support level is somewhere around here. All right. So I think still got great potential because the previous high was $421. Okay. So US and Hong Kong have a great potential. All right. For Singapore market, okay, the conclusion is that for Singapore market, still have opportunity, but Singapore market may move in the slower phase. Okay. So Singapore market may move in a slower phase. All right. So in conclusion, okay, S&P 500 Nasdaq near support level has great potential, and then Hong Kong also near support level has great potential. Singapore market, okay, was the best performing market last year, but this year I think still have opportunity. But however, Singapore market may move in the slower phase. Okay, 所以还值的话还是有机会，可是有可能去年涨得蛮多，有可能今年它的涨幅会比较慢一些。如果跟这个美国或者是香港相比的话，当然香港跟美国有可能今年他们的涨幅会比新加坡快了所以希望说你可以做一些参考，然后做出你的决定。Alright, so what about your stock? Okay, can you share your stock in your Q&A session? Okay, so US market Alibaba seem going down. Do you see the rebound 84? Alright, we take a look Alibaba. Hong Kong market is like that. Okay, Hong Kong market when they go down, they will go down a lot. So you have to be patient. All right, Hong Kong market, you have to be very, very patient. All right. So if you look at the price action, all right, obviously, right, okay, obviously, right, $120 is a super resistant, okay. 所以你如果你是用 price action 的话，很明显120块的话，其实是一个非常重要的 resistance。 所以这个 resistance 的话，其实是卖出的讯号。All right, so I hope that last couple of week or last month I did mention okay to sell. Okay, 你们有卖出吗？有可能很多人没有卖出。All right, so that's why 如果你没有卖出的话，其实你看它跌幅其实是很多的，所以这个就是香港的股票。So they went down almost 30%. All right, which is give you a very good opportunity to accumulate. But those people who went in last time, I think now you are break even. Oh, now you are break even. 所以很多人讲这个是一个很好的公司，其实是一个很好的公司。但是如果你是要买来长期投资的话，你要承受这个波动很大的压力。哦，如果你不能承受的话，你就不要去动它。So what I mean is that Hong Kong market, the movement is very huge. All right, so you have to have this courage, you know, to participate in the Hong Kong market. So if you don't have that courage, then you can see the movement. When they went down 30%. All right, so probably some of you buy near too high, then never exit. Then what happened? They will came down. Okay, so right now, if you ask me, quite obvious they are in the support level. Okay, quite obvious they are in the support level. And you plug in 200-day moving average, they went down 200-day moving average, which is not so good lah. Okay, which is not so good already. So the next thing is that when is the next support level? Probably will be somewhere around here. $81. Okay, would be next support level, right? So if you are a bit long-term investor, you might want to buy progressively. Okay, you buy slowly, don't go in at one go. So Hong Kong market is like that, because when they rebound, they will rebound strongly. Okay, when they rebound strongly. All right. So right now, okay, near support level, obviously, right? So if they continue to break through, okay, the next support level could be at $81, right? So if they continue again, all right, to break through, then it will be $74. Will they break through $74? I don't know. Anything can happen, all right? So we can see previously, they went down. The lowest was 55. So very scary, right? Okay, 它可以从120块跌到59块 ，OK， 所以香港股市就是这样 ，OK， so just need to take note 啦，哦 ，can， alright， so good luck to you, alright, but it's a great opportunity because when they went up, they went up very fast. When they go up very fast, right? YouTube maybe tomorrow, okay, maybe tomorrow. 扬子江 Finance， 我们看扬子江 Finance。 So how is it 扬子江 Finance? 扬子江 Finance, actually I wait for a very long time. I'm not sure will they break through or not. Every time when they hit resistance, they pull back. So now they hit resistance already. So this time they actually try to break through, but I'm not sure this is the real one or not. How do you think? 你们觉得这样这个 will it break through? Alright, 所以我们就要看明天的状况。Alright, so if the price continue to stay above 39 cents, I think got chance. If the price continue to stay, okay, 39 cents, I think got chance. Alright, previously it looked like a cup and handle. So let me draw again cup and handle. So 我们画一下cup and handle. Alright, 所以希望说这一次是真的啦哦，但是 anything can happen, alright? 所以希望说这一次是真的哦，所以明天要看明天的状况哦。其实是如果它有突破 ，OK， 它已经算突破嘛，突破3毛9 ，alright? So the resistance is quite obvious, is 3毛9半 ，OK， 3毛9半。所以明天如果它有再突破的话，3毛9半的话，有可能这一次的突破是真的啦。哦， 所以明天你们可以观察一下，然后让我知道，可以吗？ So you just observe tomorrow if they can break through, all right? Then I think the trend might be continue lah. It's actually opportunity also because sideways for so long already. So hopefully this time will be the real one, huh? So continue to observe. And nanofilm, 我们看一下 nanofilm. So how is it nanofilm? Okay, so nanofilm 其实也是在这个 resistance, right? So 之前它其实有上涨的空间，可是它跌回，所以跌回我就没有看了，所以最近又跑回来。All right. So previously the price got a little bit potential. Reason is because that move in the ascending directions, but then the price actually break through the trend line. Then I didn't observe it anymore once they break through the trend line. But you can see that recently the price actually continued to went up, and very obvious the price at the resistance level. Okay, so how do you think? Will they break through? Let me know. Will they break through? All right. 所以看它样子的话，有可能，有潜能。All right. So I think got potential to break through, and then the resistance will probably at 1.67 maybe. All right. The price actually break through 200-day 100-day moving average, 100-day moving average. Okay, so they are maybe before they break through, maybe, all right, or tomorrow we see how. 所以明天我们就要看，如果它是直接突破的话，然后 if the price continue to stay above $1.56, then the next resistance will be $1.67. All right, so yeah, got potential. Okay, look attractive. Okay, look interesting. Tesla, TSLA. All right, so Tesla went up a lot. Okay, since the bottoming, right? So what happened to Tesla? So look like the price of support level would be here. Probably the support level will be here. How do you think? So the support level probably would be somewhere around 177. Okay, 177. All right. So this is an important support level. If the price break through, then they may go down further. Okay. So just be careful. If the price go down, if the price rebound, okay. All right. But if the price go down, then they may go down further. All right. So there are two scenarios right now. Okay. There are two scenarios. Okay. Because the price is quite weak. If you compare with NVDA is pretty strong. Okay. But Tesla, a bit weak recently. All right. So just need to be careful. Okay. Just need to be careful. SATS, right? Edwin Leong, SATS, right? I think you ask your reminder. Okay. You ask your reminder. If you have account with us, you can always ask Isaac. Okay. You can always ask Isaac. All right. How is it potentially stock? ST Engineering. We take a look at the AEM, one of the stock. AEM. AEM 也是很久没有看了AEM long time I never see already. We take a look AEM. How does it look like? So obviously AEM is quite disappointing. Okay, one of the very weak stock. Okay, but looking at it, the price also near the support level. 哦，其实也是买进的机会 ，alright。So if you look at the support level 啦，2块7毛1 ，OK。So 是以这边的 support level，so 这边 support level。Alright, so if you like this stock, fundamental of the company is quite good actually. But if you combine with the price actions, actually the price is $2.71 is the bottom. Okay, so if you like to catch the bottom, I think $2.71. Okay, but anything can happen if the price break through. Okay, you need to set stop loss. Okay, if the price break through, the next support level will be $2.16，会不会跌到2块1毛6？哦，不知道。OK， 它如果跌破这个2块7毛1的话，我们才打算了哦。到目前为止来说，它还是在这个2块7毛1的上面。All right, so it's a opportunity for you to catch the bottom 啦。捞底哦 ，AM 是捞底 ，All right. So this is AEM, and so 今天很多股票哦，你们要所以I apologize to every one of you first, okay, because of the time limitations, all right. So I may not be able to analyze every one of your stocks, okay, and ST Engineering. So we take a look at ST Engineering. ST Engineering. So ST Engineering, how is it? ST Engineering also near support level. So you can see the Straits Time Index, okay, 海指，其实海指也是在 support level. So if you look at STI Index, right, STI Index is actually near the support level, all right? So that's why a lot of the blue chip also near support level, okay? ST Engineering also near support level, all right? So it's a buying opportunity. That's what I say lah. Okay, it's a buying opportunity. All right. If you want to catch bottom lah. Okay. So catching bottom is different from buying from the uptrend stock. All right. So if you like catching bottom, I think maybe this is the right time. Okay. For STI component stock. Okay. STI component stock. 可以吗？ All right. OCBC 已经讲了 ，OK。Uni Asia， 我们看一下 Uni Asia。Uni Asia 是什么股票 ？Uni Asia， okay. So this is a Singapore stock. All right. So Uni Asia, oh, okay. Uni Asia. What happened? Okay, the price actually gap up already. So gap up already how? So the price already gap up. I'm not sure will they go up further, but if you manage to buy near the low, my suggestion to you is that you take partial profit lah. Okay, take partial profit. All right. So a lot, yeah, they went up a lot because I didn't watch this stock for quite some time already. Previously, I did watch this stock, went up a lot. Then after that, become so volatile, and the price rebound last 3 months, if I'm not wrong. Until recently, the price kept up. Okay, so if you buy this stock, if you don't buy, if you haven't buy, then I think don't buy because the price is quite high. If you bought earlier, you might consider to take some profit. Can? Right? 可以吗? So let me see. HIMS. HIMS is what stock? HIMS. Consumer defensive, okay? Household personal, all right? So this is a US penny stock, okay? All right, so you just need to be careful, okay? Reason is because that they went up a lot already. Okay, so when they went up a lot, how is it? Where is the support? Is there any support? So you might want to use 20-day moving average or 10-day moving average. 10天或者是20天 support level. Right? Okay. So if you look at the 20-day moving average, okay, basically they're near the support level. All right. So when near support level, it gives you an opportunity to buy as well. Right? But anything can happen, okay? So always set a stop loss if you buy. Always set a stop loss, okay? Because you see here near the support level, but the price actually break through and then they rebound again. So I'm not sure. Scenario breakthrough, then rebound again. Will that happen? So nobody knows. So you just need to take note 啦。有可能。So you can see same pattern here. All right. So you just need to observe. But now there's a what we call that, there's a setup. Okay. So if you buy, then you set a stop loss. Okay. If they continue to break through, you exit. And then if they rebound and break through, then you buy again. Okay. Okay, so don't fall in love with the stock. Don't fall in love with the stock. Because anything can happen if they may continue to go down further. May continue. All right. So anything can happen. Okay, so just be careful. Clorox. Oops. Clorox. M44U. 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 So this is REITs. Okay, REITs. All right, REITs. What happened to REITs? REITs also pulled back recently, but the pullback is not much actually. But although it's near the support level, all right. If you ask me, okay, if you can wait, if you ask me, then maybe if the price can pull back further before you buy. Now, although right now there is a support level, you may want to buy a small position first before the price continue to pull back. So the resistance is 1.76. So I believe you are buying for the dividend, right? So if you are buying for dividend, then I would prefer the price go down further. If can here, maybe, 可以吗? So I'm not sure will they go down further. I think it will, because if you look at the chart, they keep going down. So every time when they go down, it's always opportunity. 所以 REITs 的话，我希望说它如果能跌比较多的话，你买进的话会比较好哦。不然的话，因为 REITs 的话，你是拿来 collect dividends. Am I correct? So if you buy for collect dividend, then you may want to wait for a major pullback. Every time major pullback, they always rebound. So wait for the major pullback. Can? Sembcorp Marine. Okay, Sembcorp Marine. So we see how Sembcorp Marine. So how do you think Sembcorp Marine still got chance or not? How do you think? All right. So Sembcorp Marine, okay. Sembcorp Marine have a very big pullback. Okay, it's always like that. Okay, buy before the news, sell after the news. Okay, so that's why after the news, you can see the price. People are selling. Okay, people are selling. So remember this word: buy before the new. Before the new, 你可以看到 before the new 它一直涨。Okay, but after the new, what happened? After the new, they crash down. So it's always like that. Okay, so this concept is quite normal. Okay, buy before the new, sell after the news. So when the news come, when the what we call that, when the merging already happened, when the merging already confirmed or reflected, right, then the price begin to sell down. Okay, so right now, if you ask me, it's a bit hard to identify when is the entry point. I think the selling may continue. I think the selling may continue. All right. So there's no sign of rebound. Maybe the support is here, 102. So the support maybe at 102. All right, the support is at 102. Okay, because if you look at the price is pretty weak. Okay, the price is pretty weak, right? Meituan. Okay, we take a look. Meituan. AN. Where is Meituan? Okay, this one. What happened to Meituan? Meituan is one of the weaker stock as compared to Tencent and Alibaba, I think, right? Because they didn't went up as strong as Alibaba and Tencent, all right? So when you want to choose this Hong Kong stock to buy, right? Actually, you can choose to buy Tencent or Alibaba. These two would be enough lah. But however, if you have not buy yet lah, you can choose Tencent or Alibaba. Okay, you may want to let go Meituan lah, because if you do the measurement, actually Tencent and Alibaba still the stronger stock previously. All right, and Meituan a bit weak, but if you look at the support, currently near support, and then followed by another support 120 and 129. So they are actually near support level actually. Okay, all right, but the movement may not be strong as compared to what we call that Tencent or Alibaba. Okay, if you look at Tencent, so Tencent actually the movement is 110%. So when they go up very strong. All right. So if you still choosing, I think Tencent. Okay, but currently Tencent is still selling down, and quite obvious the support level I think will be here, 320. Okay, 320. Okay, I think support level 320. Okay, so you can write down and just stand by lah. Because when they recover, they will recover very strongly. Then you don't have chance to enter anymore. Okay, ma. So that's all from me, the stock analysis. All right. And before, I hope you can stay until the end. Let me share this with you. All right. So currently, so what is the problem that most of you have? And I think most of the problem that you have is you always read the news, or maybe you always scroll the Facebook or TikTok. There is a toxic news about the stock market. All right, so try not to look at the toxic news. Okay, because if you look at the toxic news, okay, your imagination will be the bad thing, and then when that happen to you, then you will not buy the stock, right? 所以我个人认为的话，就是说不要去看那个 news 如果你一直看那个 news 的话那个 news 是一个 toxic 来的。如果你一个看那个 bad news 的话 then 你就不用去买股票了，因为你会很害怕去买那些股票 ，alright？ 所以你就会错过很多很好的机会。So that's why my suggestion and solution to you is always price action. Okay, why? Because price actions will help you to spot the pattern, and it is more effective because we are looking at the real data. So the stock chart is actually being formed by the human psychology behavior. 所以如果我们看图表的话，其实图表是一个真正的数据来的。其实你不要去读那些 news 不要去听你的朋友啦，或者是听那些专家讲。所以你要靠自己看那个图表来做出决定。So don't rely on anyone, rely on yourself by looking at the chart and then make your own decision. Okay, look at the big picture of the chart and then they will help you to find the best entry point and the exit point. So for example, okay, if you want to buy a certain stock, okay, you will be able to look at the pattern. Okay, this is uptrend. All right, then when the price rebound, okay, pull back, and then this is where we want to buy. All right, we buy when the stock begin to rebound. Okay, we buy when the stock begin to move. Okay, because we don't want our money to be stuck. Our money, we have a limited money. 我们的钱有限，所以我们看图表的话，我们用 price action 的意思是说，我们不要被套牢。OK， 当股票有小小的动作，或者是有开始走动的时候，我们要赶快进场，然后就赚取它的利润。All right, so that's why the solution is always price action, and don't look at the news too much lah, And price action also tell you, all right, or give you some idea or some clue when to buy. Okay, when to buy. Okay, and this is important because if you have a very good fundamental company, if you know the company well, but you may have problem when to buy. So with that, price action will help you to identify when to buy. Okay, and similarly, okay, when the stock price begin to sell down, price action will help you to identify when to sell, because selling is more important than buying. Okay, because if you don't sell, the market, okay, will sell for you. All right, that's why most of your portfolio is still losing money. Is reasons because that you didn't sell. Buying, most of the people know how to buy, but selling, a lot of people, they always want to wait for the best price to buy. They want to sell at a high price, but most of the time you will not be able to sell at a high price. So that's why you need the solution using the price action to tell you when to sell. At least they give you some idea to sell near the top. 所以很多事情就是说很多人专注这个买进的策略，可是他们忽略了这个卖出的策略。所以如果你看你的 portfolio 的话，很多股票其实你刚买的时候是有赚钱，为什么最后变成亏钱呢？意思是说你不懂得卖，或者是你不懂得看图表，或者是你不懂要卖在什么价位因为人是贪心的如果你看图表来做出决定的话，其实你会比较轻松。All right, and there is a workshop called Mastering Price Actions to talk about price action. So currently this price action workshop is still under subsidy up to 70%.